Hey everybody, Scott Pierce here at Listings to Leads, and going to look at what I consider one of the best Facebook ads in real estate for generating seller leads that one of our clients did just recently, and he shared with us some good information from the ad that he did. So he got 118 seller leads for $104, $104.87 to be exact. 5 people have already raised their hand, engaged with him regarding selling their home. So that is some awesome stuff. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take a look at this ad, talk about why we think it generated some really a lot of seller leads and some really good ones there as well. And this has all been in the last 7 days, 7, 8, 10 days. And then we're also going to then look at the landing page itself, and then we'll get into listings to leads, show you how to create the landing page real quickly, and then we're going to go look at the ads manager and take a look at some of the targeting that he did for the ad. So awesome things about this ad. There's a screenshot. First of all, you can see he's using an unbranded community page. So that's a great thing to test. You might be using your branded business page, but always recommend trying out your unbranded community page as well. All right, if you're reading the blog article, talk a little bit about not wanting to get in between you and the person that wants the information, and an unbranded community page is a great way to do that. Second thing is simple, easy text above the image. So he used a event in his area, Hurricane Harvey, of course, but look how simple that is. How much has your home's value changed since Harvey? I mean, not a lot of text in there. That's absolutely perfect. A very pointed question. Now, not everywhere has a hurricane coming through. Unfortunately, too many places do these days. But so I'm going to use the idea of new construction and its impact on current home values. A lot of areas do see a lot of new construction going up, whole subdivisions overnight seemingly, and the impact that those have on nearby homes. All right, homeowners talk about that stuff in some of the Facebook groups I am in. I see people talking about the impact of their home value and so on once new neighborhoods near them are built. So it's a thing that people are talking about, and I think that'll be a great way to extend the concept of this ad into something we can all use. All right, the image is kind of interesting. Normally, like in California, I would not put something like this with California on it, I don't think, but maybe in Texas, they're a little bit more about the state than maybe us here in California. In California, it's a little bit more about regions. So I'm going to use an image that's more related to my local area in my version of this ad, but obviously he did a lot of good stuff right in there. So, and you can read through here, and I talk about some of that stuff in here. The ad image, a little bit of a summary, and then the landing page. So before we get into the targeting, here's the landing page he used from Listings to Leads. And you can see that he edited this landing page quite a bit, actually. I think it looks awesome. Says, what is your Atascocita home worth now after Harvey? And it goes on to ask, recent home sales after Hurricane Harvey have affected your home's value. Get your home's new value instantly at no cost. He's using the autofill version of the landing page, or that option, I should say. And then he's also got a text number right below the lead form. All right, so all good stuff right there. Do not text his number. I will show you mine, and you can, if you're so inclined, you can test it out by texting my number. All right, so back to the blog post, and he used a really awesome image. All right, let's take a look at that landing page one more time. This image, high quality. All right, showing a home, but it's also showing kind of down the street, which actually I like a lot. But I wouldn't want to focus on one home necessarily, but so it's kind of got a little bit of a neighborhood kind of a look to this image, but just an absolutely beautiful image. So don't use crappy images, all right? That's a big mistake I see a lot of people doing, so don't do that. All right, so enough about the landing page for the moment. Let's talk about targeting. What's to talk about? He only did ages 25 to 65, likely to move, homeowners, excluded real estate people within a 5-mile radius of the address, right, pin drop. And then you can see he spent $50 a day, roughly like 3.5 days, right? So from like Thursday evening, so let's just say Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday 2 a.m., so that's nothing. So really, in 3 days, that would have been about $180 ad spend, and obviously he only spent $104.87. So obviously with trying to spend 50, I think it's an awesome idea if you got the budget for that. With the idea that Facebook probably isn't going to spend all of it, right? Depending on how big your potential reach is, Facebook won't spend it all, but what it does is it front loads on the ad getting placed into your target, right, into your audience, quicker than it might normally otherwise would. Right? Another thing helping that is also just not putting in a lot of interests and exclusions and all that. Right? Kept it simple, so it makes it easier for Facebook. And I think overall it's going to lead to lower cost per click, which also helps generate more leads because now you got more of your budget, right, spread out over more clicks. So great stuff right there. We looked at the landing page already. And so when you're in listings to leads, so this is the landing page dashboard. You create the landing page here and click add landing page and create the landing page. And I've already got that here. I've already created this landing page. And one of the great things about listings to leads is the unlimited landing pages for every sales area that you need. So you see I've got multiple landing pages for the same area. And so I'm going to rotate this landing page into my week 4 ads. And if I click on the edit for this, let the landing page editor come up, and you'll see my version of the same landing page, right? So I use a Google Earth image instead of one down the street like he had. I think either would be awesome. I got the what is your Granite Bay home worth, and I'm using, like I said, the fact that there are 588 new homes being built right just next door. All right, so we have a ton of new construction. I mean, it's got to be like 10 to 12 subdivisions going up in the area. All right, and so that's going to have an impact on people's homes. People are talking about it in Facebook groups. So people, you know, this is something that people are thinking about, and I think this is something that can be applicable across the country. But if not this, you know, a big winter storm, a big rainstorm. All right. There's all sorts of other things, you know, not too far from where I'm at, wildfires, where I'm at, immediate area. That would not be something I would talk about because it's not relevant. But there's a lot of areas around us here as well that wildfires would be something that you might want to use, right? Now, keep in mind with the image that Stephen used, he's not using an image of the flood. He's not really even hardly referring to it too much, all right? Very understated related to that, so don't overemphasize if it's a kind of a natural disaster type thing. But here we're going to use new construction. Very, very easy landing page. Once the landing page is created, the only thing you really, a couple things you might want to do is, one, change the default image, right? Like both Stephen and I did here. I just uploaded an image from Google Earth, did a screenshot. For my Facebook share image that's going to display, right, that's the background image auto-loaded, and I changed the color from, I think it was red. And you can click in here and change this as needed. And then you can save and download it if needed. You'll also see a link here for the Facebook image text check. So I downloaded the image previously and I uploaded it into Facebook. Just want to make sure that I'm not going to have any problems when I get to that point in the ads manager, once I start getting ready to run that as an ad. All right. So, and then the other thing I did is I changed the text on the lead form itself. So right, you know, on page 1 right there, where's your Granite Bay home worth? Now and after the 588 new homes were sold west of Barton Road. And then I left the form fields as they are, but just so I can show you, I'm going to select the property address on page 1. If I wanted that to autofill like it did for the example, just select autofill right there. And make sure you're pausing this video as needed. And also if you're interested in having our managed services people do your Facebook ads, go ahead and email success@listingstoleads.com. We're more than happy to do all this stuff for you. But let me just show you on page 2. So there's a couple of really cool things here. And that is when I go into the form fields, I activated the pricing form, which I will show you a little bit later after we put it on Facebook. And then I'm only collecting, let me scroll down on this side and I'll show you. I'm only collecting the email address, which is required, and phone. The phone I'm not even asking for, and then what are you interested in, right? Now, I'm using a partial to full lead converter, right, that you can subscribe to in Listings to Leads as an option. So I'm using the partial to full lead converter to get the name, the phone number, where available, and other information for that homeowner, right? So, but if I wanted to get the name, right, I might make it optional or required if I wanted the phone. Now, I'm not going to generate many leads, right? The more form fields people have to fill out, every form field you add, and a form field is one of these text entry boxes here. The more of these you have, you're going to just start generating a lot fewer leads for every one that you see in there. So that's why I don't need their name. All right, so I don't even want that form field in there. I don't need their name. I don't need their phone number. And again, email is going to be required, and what are you interested in? All right, now everyone's going to be a little bit different, but I just want you to understand how the lead generation game works. All right, only ask for what you've got to have. And if you don't mind getting a lot fewer leads, you want the phone number, but as long as you know how that works. All right, now I got the landing page ready to go. This is what it looks like. And let's go into the Ads Manager in Facebook. So from anywhere within Facebook, hit the down arrow, go to Create Ads. And when you do that, you will land on this page here. All you got to do is hit Traffic. Let's let this load. I'll come over to another one I've got open if need be. Yeah, so when you first get in there, select Traffic, give yourself a name for the ad. Next page will look like this. All right, so again, we selected Traffic. We gave ourselves a name at the bottom of that first page. And when you're in here, and I'm just going to follow along with what Stephen did in the example at our blog. You put in the address. So in the location box, you just put in the address, and then he used a slider. And the cool thing about using an address is you can get down to 1 mile in radius. All right, when you use a city, I believe it's 10 miles is the smallest you can get. Well, when you put in an address, I can go down as close to as 5 miles down. All right, he did 25 to 65, so 65 plus actually. He typed in likely to move, and then selected behaviors to target people likely to move, and then same with homeowners. Typed in homeowners, selected the demographics on the right, so he can target people that own a home and are likely to move. He typed in real estate under exclude, and to exclude the real estate people by behavior, so we'll get rid of those people there. A lot of times people will click expand interest. So I don't think Stephen did that in this example, but other clients have done that to good success. Under placements, I didn't ask him, but in our training, right, just do it desktop only. Right, you can do all of them, right, and over time, try all of them. But for this one, just the Facebook newsfeed on desktop, and it'll put it. You have to do right column and do the desktop newsfeed, but that's fine. Budget and schedule. So daily, he did $50 a day, right? He ran it for essentially kind of parts of 5 days, but the evening of the first day, 3 full days, and a couple of hours on the 5th day. So really for 3 days, which I think is awesome. And I think if you do that, right, you can pay attention to your spend continuously. So if you're not sure that you got the budget, like, can I really afford 200, potentially 200 bucks, try something a little bit above your comfort zone with the idea that you will watch it and just turn the ad off when you get to what you want to spend, all right? But now only do this if you're going to remember, right, to check your ads manager, right? And you can see how much you're spending, right, minute by minute pretty much. So, but see if you normally are doing like $5 a day, $10 a day, maybe try $20, $25 a day to really get that ad out there as quickly as possible. And then if you normally want to spend only $50 total, right, and you got it running for 5 days at like 20 bucks a day, well, just kind of in your mind, kind of pay attention and say, you know what, I'm going to check this a few times during the day, and as it gets closer to my total spend, that's when I'll make sure I check it a little bit more often and close that ad out, right, when I hit the amount of budget that I want to spend in total. Hopefully that makes sense to you. If not, I apologize. Maybe rewind the video and listen to that last part again. So anyways, after that, hit continue. identity. All right, so he used his unbranded community page, which I am doing right there, and scrolled all the way down to links. This is a website URL. That's where you put the landing page link. All right, so that landing page that we're going to use in the ad, the image auto displayed. And then here's my text. All right, so let's go back to the blog post. And let's refresh our memory with what Steven's ad looked like. So how much has your home's value changed since Harvey? Unbranded community page, map of the area. Not really map, but a map image, I guess. All right, got that. So let's go back into the ads manager. So I put, how will your Granite Bay home value be affected by the 588 new homes west of Barton Road after the 588 new homes west of Barton Road are sold starting in 2018, right? So I try to keep it as simple as possible. I might try to wordsmith that a little bit more to be a little bit closer to what he had, right? But since I'm talking about new construction and the effect of these home sales after they start selling on current homes, right? That's the best I could get it so far. Added a couple of emojis. Got the Learn More button here under headline. Click Learn More now. And I also, if you scroll down, news feed link description, I put free and instant. All right. I got my pixel, which I'll show you in Listings to Leads, where you can put that into your Listings to Leads profile towards the end of this, after this, and hit confirm. All right. We'll have a great looking ad off our unbranded community page, relating home values to things that are actually occurring in the local area. All right. So the ad may take a few minutes, depending on my ad account, to get this ad live. And last thing, let me show you. In Listings to Leads. All right. So in Listings to Leads, I can add a Facebook pixel at the landing page level. So when I'm in the edit section of my landing page under advanced options, I can go to custom code, add new HTML widget code, and I can type in a title, doesn't matter, it's just for me only, Facebook pixel, for example. Copy in the Facebook pixel, I would just add it to everything and hit add code. Now you can also put this in your Listings to Leads profile, and it will show up on everything as well. And I will show you from Listings to Leads. Go to your profile. And again, if you don't want to do this stuff, email success@listingstoleads.com. We're more than happy to do this for you. We do great work for our clients and generating leads for them. So under the account, conversion codes, and again, add new HTML widget code. And the code here will be added to everything in your Listings to Leads account, including your listings, your single property website, your virtual tours, all your landing pages, and so on. So everything will have that pixel with it. All right. So thanks for watching the video. Hope you got some great ideas about how to generate seller leads from actual events going on in your area. So whether it's weather related, new construction, all right, there's a whole host of other ideas related to this that you can use within your lead generation system. All right, so thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon.